Stay tuned for the following special presentation from 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this Game of the Week football broadcast on KOFO.com. Tonight, the Central Heights Vikings host the West Franklin Falcons. This KOFO Game of the Week broadcast is brought to you by Quality Structures, CarStar, Kansas State Bank, Ottawa Chiropractic, and by Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, Advent Health Ottawa, Adams & Brothers Heating and Cooling, Ottawa University, also by Dingle & Son Mortuary, Arvest Bank, Sutton's Jewelry, All Seasons Air Conditioning and Heating, Beanie's Body Shop and Repair, and Grub & Chug. Now let's head to the field and join KOFO's Chris Hansen for our KOFO Game of the Week.
Welcome to Central Heights High School for the KOFO Game of the Week as Central Heights plays host to the West Franklin Falcons. It's a fantastic night for football as it's currently about 86 outside and humidity 41% in Princeton, Kansas. And should be a pretty fun one tonight. In the previous game, West Franklin, in their previous game, they battled Northern Heights and were victorious 46-12. And for Central Heights, they fell short of a victory as they battled Council Grove and fell 41-0. We're going to take a quick look at some of the starters for tonight. We're going to first look at the visiting team, West Franklin High School offense. Starting number 1, Trey Rogers. Number 3, Travell Frogate. Number 10, Lance McCullough. Number 13, Bryce Hatfield. Number 15, Micus Bully. Number 70, Cody Voss. Number 72, Trent Horton. Number 75, Eric Woodruff. Number 77, Alex Wilson. And number 84, Wade Nichols. For the starting offense for the Central Heights Vikings, the host team, number 7, Baker Moore. Number 8, Carson Wood. Number 9, Jose Velez. Number 10, Eli Burrows. Number 11, Luke Berkdahl. Number 21, Colton Caswell. Number 55, Luke Brown. Number 65, Aiden Welsh. Number 67, Kennedy Tao. Number 71, Caden Newell. And those are your starting offense for the Central Heights Vikings. And now for the offense, for West Franklin High School. Number 1, Trey Rogers at defensive back. Number 3, Travell Frogate at defensive back. Number 10, Lance McCullough at linebacker. Number 13, Bryce Hatfield at inside linebacker. Number 15, Micus Bully at defensive back. Number 18, Andrew Snow at inside linebacker. Number 33, Duke Smith at defensive line. Number 56, Nick Pollitt at defensive line. Number 70, Cody Voss at defensive line. And number 84, Wade Nichols at the outside linebacker position. For the host team, Central Heights Vikings, on the offensive side, number 7, Baker Moore at wide receiver. For the defense, number 2, Velez Bryson at wide receiver or defensive back. Number 7, Baker Moore at defensive back. Number 8, Carson Wood, defensive line. Number 9, Jose Velez, defensive back. Number 10, Eli Burrows, defensive back. Number 11, Luke Berkdahl, linebacker. Number 21, Colton Caswell at 11, or at linebacker. Number 55, Luke Brown at defensive line. And now taking over 1st and 10. It's going to be the Central Heights Vikings. They're going to take over 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. The sun just blaring in from the west, making it a little bit difficult to see from up here in the booth. Under center for the Vikings. At quarterback, number 11, Jose Velez. They'll take a handoff here and just gain a few yards up to about the 34-yard line. 4-yard gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 6 for the Vikings. Jose Velez in shotgun formation. He takes the snap, hands the ball off, and there's going to be a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be a false start on the Vikings here, and they'll go back 5 yards after gaining the 5 on 1st down. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 here for the Vikings. Jose Velez takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. And no gain on the play there for the Vikings as they were stopped right up at the line by West Franklin. And Carson Wood was the one there on the carry there. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 for the Vikings. One wide receiver out left, tight end, and a wide receiver out right for the Vikings. Velez takes the snap, and he's going to toss, and it's going to get batted down by the Falcons. It's going to end up being 4th down after almost a near interception. It was right out of the hands. Just got swatted right back. So the Central Heights Vikings going to go 3 and out here on their first drive of the game, and they're now going to be forced to punt.
Number 15, Micah Foley.
Takes the snap, and this punt, pretty low hit, and it's going to be muffed, but it will pick right back up by the West Franklin Falcons, and they'll pick up about 10 yards on the return there. So good field position to start here for the West Franklin Falcons as they take over at about the 50-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Falcons at their own 47-yard line.
And 1st and 10 for the Falcons for the 47-yard line. Numbers for the life of me. Back under center for the Falcons, number 10, and he's going to toss it back, and it's going to get pitch gets muffed, and it's going to be a big loss on the play there for the Falcons as the Vikings take him back almost 10 yards. Looks like a little flea flicker play there. Does not work out super well, though, as the Vikings were all over that one.
78 yards on the play. It's going to be a 2nd and long.
2nd and long here for the Falcons. Trying to reach into the bag of tricks for the first play of the game. 9:28 left to go in the quarter, no score. First drive of the game for West Franklin. Started this drive on the 50-yard line after a quick 3 and out from the Vikings. And ball's going to be snapped. There's going to be a flag on the play as it's going to be a false start
False start against the Falcons.
on the Falcons. So 5 more yards is right now the West Franklin Falcons just getting backed up further and further. They started at about their own 48-yard line and now being pushed back all the way to the 35. Second and long here for the Falcons. Takes the snap, and it's another flag. And my goodness. A lot of frustration here going on early. Referees going together, having a conversation real quick. And it's going to be an encroachment call against the Vikings. So they'll gain that 5 yards back after the false start on the previous play. So second and 18 here for the Falcons. And takes the snap here. And a lot of pressure, and the Vikings are going to take him down for a sack. And what a play there. As you get an encroachment and then just take them right back down for a bigger loss than what they had. As number 10, Lance McCullough had nowhere to go as several Vikings there on the sack. It's going to be ball's going to be on about the 27-yard line. So third down and a long ways to go here for the Falcons. Can the Vikings hold them and get the ball back for the team here? McCullough takes the snap, looking for a pass. He's going to find it. It's going to be caught by Frogate, but he's going to get taken down for a short gain. He gets up to about the 33-yard line. So fourth and long here for the Falcons. As now, punt team's coming out. Back to receive the kick, it's going to be Baker Moore and Bryson Velez, both back there for the Vikings. Take the snap. This punt, not going to get a long ways. It's going to be out at about the 50-yard line. So the Vikings going to take over with similar field position that the West Franklin Falcons started out with. The second drive here for the Vikings. First and 10 from the 49-yard line of West Franklin. A full crowd tonight here is a lot of fans out here at John Schultz Track. Back for the Vikings, taking the snap. They're going to hand it off quickly and breaks another tackle up to about the 5, and he gets absolutely hammered. Does almost a full somersault after a gain of about 4.5 yards there.
He's upended by number 1, Trey Rogers. Gain of about 3 or 4 yards.
There it was. It was Carson Wood there on the carry. As he gets up about 4.5 yards. So second and 6 here for the Vikings. Velez takes the snap. He's going to hand it off again, and this one's he's going to take a stiff arm, breaking a few tackles, but not a lot of gain there on the play. It looks like he got about just a yard as a sea of Falcons were there to meet him right at about the 45-yard line of West Franklin. They're going to give him about 2 yards here, so it'll be third down and 4 for the Vikings. Carson Wood so far with all the carries for the Vikings. They've mainly tried to run the ball today. Only one pass attempt that it was batted down at the line of scrimmage. Bless takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. And it's going to be a first down here, and then breaks another tackle, and he gets up all the way up to about the 35-yard line of West Franklin, as it was Baker Moore who came around in motion and went around the outside for a first down. The first first down of the game here for both the teams. It was a gain of about 10. There was a fumble on the play, actually, now. A little bit difficult to see with the sun just right in the eyes. So the Falcons going to catch a big break here, and now they take over from their own 34. Take a snap here. It's going to be a sneak, but the Vikings are all over there to take a big loss, as it was number 15 who took the direct snap. It was Micah Foley. Aiden Welch was the one that gets the tackle for the loss for the Vikings. 4:56 left in the quarter. Second down and 11 here for the Falcons. McCullough takes the snap. He's going to look, and he's going to complete a pass downfield and a little stiff arm here, and up to about the 42-yard line. Almost good for a first down. As it was Froggatt there who made the reception.
Close to the first down, Walker.
Third down and 1 here for the Falcons. And Froggatt did really fantastic as he caught the ball next to the sideline and put a stiff arm on a defender that was right there to make sure he could get extra yards after the catch.
As we have the official timeout for the regiment, don't forget I mentioned before the game at halftime we will be recognizing our students.
And now
4 of their state assessment. Students who will be down by the south side of the stadium. There's a gate down there.
Now they're going to measure the ball here, bringing out the chains. See if they did in fact pick up a first down, and indeed they do. So West Franklin now picks up a first down on the last play. They're going to have about 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. McCullough and I formation with one running back behind him. He'll take the snap, looking to throw, and he's going to complete a pass. Good for a first down. Once again, it's Froggatt, and he is not going down easy. Still fighting, and finally they're going to tackle him, but he couldn't get any yards there. He just was staying right up on his feet. Great way to grind and just continue to keep the feet moving. Unfortunately, the Vikings behind him, or the Falcons behind him, weren't able to push the pile and gain any more yards. So it's going to be a gain of about 11 yards from Froggatt and another first down. It's going to be the first play in Central Heights territory for West Franklin. McCullough and Froggatt been pretty efficient so far. Takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff. Getting about 5-yard spin move. As it was number 15 or number 13 Hatfield who had the carry. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5 here for the Falcons. And West Franklin suddenly looking like they're getting in their groove here they're driving the football pretty quickly. McCullough in shotgun formation. Takes the snap. He's going to take it himself, but he's going to be taken down back behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 4 on the play. It was number 55.
Brought down by number 8, Carson Wood.
Or number 8, Carson Wood, who was the one that got the tackle for loss there. 3rd down and about 10 here for the Falcons. And right as it looked like Falcons just couldn't be stopped. Big play there from Central Heights. McCullough takes the snap, and he's going to toss it off. And it's going to be another tackle for, oh no, he's going to stay on his feet. And now a big gain here, almost gets up to the 1st down. It looked like the Vikings were all over that one, but instead the Falcons, as it was Mike Foley who had the carry there. So it's going to be 4th down and about 2 yards here. After breaking many tackles on that play, it looked like the Falcons had him, or the Vikings had him way back behind the line of scrimmage. Ends up slipping out of a few tackles and gaining about 8. McCullough, two backs to his right here. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off once again. And the Vikings are going to stop it for a turnover here on 4th down and 2. Vikings unable to convert. As it was Bryce Hatfield who had the carry there. So the Vikings are going to take over at the 39-yard line, 1st down and 10.
West Franklin turns the ball over on down. 1st down and 10.
Jose Velez and the Vikings had their last drive cut short as they had picked up a 1st down, then a fumble got recovered by the Falcons. They're going to hand it off here for a short little gain. Good solid 1st down run for the Vikings. It was Jose Velez there on the carry. There'll be about a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. Vikings in it here. Velez takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. And this one's going to go nowhere. As there were several Falcons right there to stop it. It was number 84, Wade Nichols, who made the tackle.
No gain on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 here for the Vikings. Velez takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. Or no, it's going to be a play action pass. Or he's going to take it himself, and he's going to pick up the 1st down and plenty more. He gets up all the way to about the 40-yard line. Jose Velez on the sneak there. Gets past midfield. And now Central Heights in opposing territory. They'll have the ball 1st and 10 at about the 41-yard line. Velez takes the snap. He's going to toss it out. A little one-handed snag there by by Colton Caswell, but he's going to get dropped back for a loss. He got a little one-handed snag on the pitch there, but it's going to be a big loss here for the Vikings. And that'll wrap up the first quarter here at Central Heights High School. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. You're listening to the KOFO Game of the Week on KOFO.com.
Hot days are ahead. Is your air conditioner up to snuff? Now's the time to find out. Call today for an AC tune-up from Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling. Our experts will make sure that your air conditioner is ready to keep your family cool this summer. 242-9273.
The Ottawa Herald's new owner, Cherry Road Media, is bringing back local news to your local newspaper and wants your help. Send news tips or story ideas to news@ottawaherald.com. For advertising, call Erica, 785-577-3935.
Welcome back to Central Heights High School. Currently, Central Heights Vikings driving as they've got the ball at about the 45-yard line, second down and long. So the start of the second quarter here at Central Heights. No score. Both teams looking pretty stout defensively. Last play was a brilliant one-handed snag by Colton Caswell as he took a pitch from Jose Velez, but Falcons were right all over that one as they tackled him back for about a 5-yard loss. Velez takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. And a big gain here. Not good for a first down, but it's going to pick up about 8 yards. It was Colton Caswell there who had the carry.
About 8 yards in the play.
So much more manageable third down here after a second and 15. It's going to bring up second and about 6.5. Falcons looking excited for this one. Velez is going to take a snap, and he's going to take it himself, trying to get it around, and he's going to do it. He's going to pick up the first down, and he drills one of the defensive players as he gets up to about the 29-yard line of West Franklin. Jose Velez does a great job just bull rushing the defender there as he got right up to about the first down marker, but then make sure that he falls forward and gets a few more extra yards. Velez takes the snap, rolling out to his right, and he's going to look long, and he's trying to find a receiver, and it's going to be, just barely dropped. It was intended for Luke Berkdahl, but he couldn't get both hands on the football, and this one would have been down inside the 5. Instead, it's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line. The pass was over the right shoulder as Berkdahl was looking over his left. He ended up getting only one hand on there. But he was a great route as Berkdahl was wide open. Velez hands it off. It's going to be a gain of about 5 yards there by Caswell.
21, Colton Caswell on third. On the stop,
It's going to bring up third down here for the Vikings. Third down and 5 from the 25-yard line. Velez takes the snap, takes the handoff, And now looking, he's going to roll out to his right, and he's going to get sacked just for almost about a 7-yard loss here for the Vikings. He was looking long, but he couldn't find anyone open. Good coverage there from the Falcons. It's going to be 4th down and 12 here for the Vikings. Velez with Wood in the backfield with him. They're going to go for it here as the ball is at the 30-yard line of West Franklin. Velez takes the snap, looking long. He's going to fire this one downfield. It's going to be picked off here by the Falcons. It was number 11 there, Scott. And honestly, as you look at things, not a bad turnout there really for the Falcons. Is either you convert it or you get the ball back at the 30. Instead, he throws it downfield and almost acts as if it was a punt. Now the Falcons will have the ball at about the 21-yard line of West Franklin. McCullough takes the snap, and there's going to be a flag down right before the snap. It's going to be a false start on the Falcons. That's the second false start on them on the day. And that'll push them back to about the 16-yard line. 8:44 left in the quarter. Score still 0-0. No team able to find the end zone yet. Currently West Franklin with the ball. 1st and 15 from their own 16. McCullough, nobody in the backfield here. He's going to take the snap. And once again, there's a flag. Central Heights players clapping as they're pretty sure that it's on the Falcons. And indeed it is. It's going to be a false start again. Or excuse me, it's going to be a delay of game here against the Falcons. They're pushed back 5 more yards, now at about the 11-yard line. Still 1st down. So 1st and 20 here. And a lot of just pre-snap penalties that are killing the Falcons here early. And now it's going to be a timeout for West Franklin. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. You're listening to the KOFO Game of the Week on KOFO.com.
At a time of loss, you're already dealing with grief. The cost of a funeral service shouldn't add to it. This is Eric Price, Funeral Director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, providing affordable services for everyone. Find out more by visiting lamb-roberts.com.
Advent Health Ottawa invites you to Walk-In Wednesdays, a weekly hiring event from 10 to noon at 1302 South Main. They're currently looking for RNs, clinical and non-clinical support, and entry-level staff. Visit careers.adventhealth.com/Ottawa for details. Advent Health Ottawa is an equal opportunity employer.
Back here at Central Heights High School for the KOFO Game of the Week. Central Heights hosting West Franklin High School. Currently 8:42 left to go in the second quarter. As the score is still 0-0. Both teams showed some pretty tough defense. And currently, the West Franklin Falcons driving as they got the ball at their own 11 at 1st and 10 after a false start and then a delay of game. 3 pre-snap penalties for the Falcons thus far in the game. So 1st down and 20 here is McCullough under center. Lance McCullough is going to take the snap, looking to pass. He's going to take the ball. He's going to scramble it. And he's going to break one tackle, and he's going to get up all the way good for a first down, and he's still going all the way up to about the 40-yard line. Big gain here for West Franklin as he picks up about 19 yards here on the big scramble. And he got met by a Viking at about the line of scrimmage, and he just dropped his shoulder right into him, and he kept on moving right down the sideline. It was 1st and 20. And now it's going to be 1st and 10 from about the 40-yard line. Or, about the 38-yard line. McCullough's going to take the snap, throw it quickly. Pass it out to the outside, and they're going to pick up about a first down here, 11-yard gain there. As McCullough tossed a short little pass to Foley. Or actually, it's going to be Travell Froggatt who had the pass, who caught the pass there. His 3rd catch on the day. And they're going to mark him short. Maybe he stepped out of bounds on the far side. So it's going to be 2nd and 1 here. And it's going to be thrown right back to Froggatt. He's going to pick up the first down, and now he's up to about the 45-yard line where he's going to be taken down by a pair of Vikings. As it was Burrows and Bergdahl both in on the tackle for the Vikings. First down and 10 for West Franklin, 8:07 left in the game, still no score. Ball's at the 45-yard line. And suddenly West Franklin moving the ball. As they started this drive at the 21-yard line and then got pushed back 10 yards after a pair of pre-snap penalties. And now here's going to be another pre-snap penalty. It's going to be another false start against, or illegal procedure against West Franklin. Once again, another 5-yard penalty. And now it's going to be 1st and 15 from midfield. Sun finally going down here at West Franklin High School. Really beautiful sunset off in the distance. 7:40 left in the game, or left in the half, excuse me. McCullough takes the snap, looking to pass. He's looking for Froggatt again, and this one's going to be dropped. And this is going to bring up 2nd and 15 for the Falcons. Froggatt caught 3 passes on the day there. Had a pair of first downs as well. Pass game's been decently effective for the Falcons. Got 3 wide receivers out to the right. McCullough scrambling, evades a sack, and now he's throwing deep. He's looking long, and it's going to be just over the head of a receiver. He had Hatfield downfield. He was looking for the home run ball there. It'll bring up 3rd and 15 from the 50 for the Falcons. Still no score in the game. 7:21 left in the half. Central Heights trying to get the ball back here as the ball's at midfield. McCullough one back behind him. He had Hatfield and Boley, and now Boley's going to take out, and he's going to take a snap. And this one's going to go nowhere. This is going to be 4th and 15 for West Franklin. Now the punt unit's coming on. And Central Heights has a pair of returners back. It's going to be Bryson Velez and Baker Moore back to return. This punt high up in the sky here. And they're just going to let it roll as it bounces back after it lands at about the 25, and the Vikings will take over at their own 29-yard line.
And it looks like we've had a slight adjustment. Actually, we will do the assessment kids first at halftime.
So still no offense able to get in the end zone yet with 7:08 left in the half. West Franklin was threatening on the last drive, but quite a few penalties just really hurting their drive. As they've had 4 pre-snap penalties thus far in the game, all on the offense. Jose Velez under center here for the Vikings. He's got a pair of receivers off to his left. One back next to him. Takes the snap, and he's going to hand it off. And it's going to be getting around the outside and trying to get up to the first down. It looks like they've got it. They're going to pick up about 13 yards as it was Carson Wood on the carry. Some good blocking there from the Vikings O-line as he just ran right around the whole defensive line without even being touched. .6:42 left in the half. Still 0-0. Vikings with the ball. Les takes the snap. He's going to take it himself as he's rolling up the middle. He's going to pick up about 4 or 5 yards there to bring up 2nd and 5.
He tripped up on the carry. After a gain of about 5 yards, they'll bring up 2nd down and 5.
Vikings moving up to the line of scrimmage now. Les has 2 receivers off to his left, one motioning around. He's going to hand the ball off, and it's going to be a short gain, but the Vikings keeping their legs moving. They're going to call him down as the forward progress was stopped. It'll be a short gain of about 3.5. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Vikings. Ball at their own 48-yard line. Blez. A pair of receivers off to his right. He's going to hand the ball off. Trying to get to the outside. Can they get there? It's going to be really close to the first down. Looks like he might be just a bit short. It was Colton Coswell who had the carry there. It's going to be 4th and 1 here for the Vikings. And they're going to go for it. Velez still out there. Now 2 receivers off to his left. Falcons looking like they're packing the box here. Velez takes the snap. He's going to hand it off, and they're going to pick up the first down and a little bit more here as they get the ball out to about the 47-yard line of the Falcons. So a first down here for the Vikings. They'll go for it on 4th and 1, and it pays off as they pick up 1st and 10. Velez takes a snap here, and he'll pitch it off to his back, and he gets drugged down for about a gain of 1. It was Carson Wood that had the ball for the Vikings.
Short gain on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 1.
There it was Wade Nichols who brought Carson Wood down. Ball on the 45-yard line. Blez takes a snap. Once again, he's going to hand it off. This one's going to get about 5-6 yards. He's still grinding. As it was Caswell who had the carry there for Central Heights.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 3 for Central Heights.
3rd down and 3 for Central Heights. As they're trying to be the first one on the boards here with only 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the half. Blez takes a snap. He's looking long. Pressure's coming. He's going to toss it. It's going to be caught by the Central Heights Vikings. They're going to pick up about a gain of about 12 yards as they complete the pass to Baker Moore. And it's another first down here for the Vikings. Driving now. They've got the ball at the Falcons' 33-yard line. First down and 10 here. We've not seen a lot of passing plays from the Vikings thus far, but that one was good for a first down. Blez takes the snap. He's going to take it himself, sneaking it. He's going to gain about 5, now up to about the 30, and he's still breaking tackles. Gets all the way up to about the 22-yard line of the Falcons. And now the Vikings threatening to score, trying to get up to the red zone. They're still just a few yards short of that, but it's going to be another first down and 10 for the Central Heights Vikings. 1:44 left in the quarter. Time starting to become an enemy. Can Central Heights get in the end zone? 0-0 still the score. Blez takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Caswell. Caswell's going to get a few yards here. They're going to mark him down at about the 20 for a gain of about 4 yards here for Caswell. He does get out of bounds, stops the clock, so it's going to be only a minute and 17 seconds left in the half.
Appears to be knocked out of bounds, so that'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
Some of the West Franklin Falcon fans felt as if he was tackled inbounds, but nevertheless, the clock is stopped. Blez takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Caswell again. Caswell gets up past the line of scrimmage. Now he's pushing forward. The pile is getting moved up for a couple yards. It's going to be short of the first down.
And on the stop is number 75, Eric Woodruff. Gain of about 6 on this play. That'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
3rd down and about 4 here for the Vikings.
Timeout.
And it's going to be a timeout for Central Heights. We're going to keep you right here on KOFO.com. through the timeout. 0-0 the score, 48.2 left in the half. Vikings have it in the red zone. 3rd down and 4. As they're on the quick timeout, see what Bob Risch can draw up here for his team. Currently, the Vikings 0-1 on the season, as West Franklin is 1-0, as they got a huge win last Friday as West Franklin battled Northern Heights and defeated them 46-12, whereas Central Heights got shut out by Council Grove 41-0. But so far in this one, no points, and now Central Heights looking to see if they can score right before the half is over. Falcons back out there after the timeout. Vikings breaking down the huddle and finally now starting to walk out there. Very full stadium tonight here at Central Heights. Velez takes the snap. He's looking to throw. And he's going to pass. He's looking for the end zone. It's going to be caught just short of the end zone. He's going to complete it down to about the 5-yard line of the Falcons.
It
was Baker Moore there who was down. And he has 3 Falcons all over him, but still he came up with the ball. 1st down and 10. Or 1st down and goal. With 36.5 left in the half. They'll take another timeout trying to fight off the clock. Vikings on the verge. Weather's starting to turn out real nice for football as the sun's gone down and the heat finally going away. Doesn't feel as humid either. Only 41% humidity, which by and large for Kansas is pretty good. Sometimes it really just feels lucky for it not to be 100% humidity.
They look sharp in the sunlight. They're horrible to read from here.
And taking a long time out here is Bob Risch, the head coach, and his team, Central Heights Vikings. Now they're going to come out of the huddle, as well as the Falcons. It's been a good one so far. Both teams have gotten into opposing territory, just not able to finish the drives off. This is the first, though, red zone visit for either team. So Central Heights seeing if they can get on the board with only 36.5 to go in the half. Velez back. He's going to take the snap, looking to throw, and there's a Falcon coming, trying to take him down. He's going to break the tackle, and he's going to run up to about the line of scrimmage. Doesn't look like he gains much there, but he does well to avoid the sack. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. So 30 seconds to go in the half. Still 0-0.
Looks like no gain on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 6.
2nd and goal from the 6-yard line here for the Vikings. Velez takes the snap. Once again, he's looking to throw. He's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's going to be overthrown as he was looking for Luke Berkdahl, the senior, but it just went over his head. He didn't have a lot of separation there. It was decent coverage from the Falcons, so not a lot that Velez could have done there anyway. Just a small window open, but ball gets thrown a bit too high, and now it's going to bring up 3rd down and 6. If they're just not able to punch in the ball yet. It's the Vikings here. 6 yards to the goal here. Velez takes the snap, and he hands the ball off, and they're going to tackle, or he's going to stay on his feet, but he can't get up to the line of scrimmage, and it looks like it's going to be about a loss of 1. It's going to bring up 4th and goal. A lot of West Franklin players there on the stop, and they don't have any timeouts here. Or no, they are. They're going to finally take a timeout with only 2.3 seconds left to go in the game. And very wise of Central Heights to wind the clock down all the way to the end, so that it will be the last play of the half. And now the Central Heights Vikings fans on their feet. Both teams in the huddle during the timeout. We're just going to keep you here on KOFO.com. It's only just 2.3 seconds to go in the half, 0-0 the score. Vikings threatening to score. Vikings players now that are on the sideline going and trying to rev up the fans, and definitely working. Fans now waving their towels as their team heads out. Blez, one back to his right here. Can they get in the end zone, be the first team to score in the half? Blez takes the snap, looking to throw. He's got a man open. Oh, and it's going to go right through his hands. It did make it a little bit difficult as a Falcon almost intercepted it, but then went through their hands. And unfortunately, the Vikings unable to convert as they had 1st and 6, and then 2nd and 6, 3rd and 6, and then now 4th and 6, but unable to convert it right there. And it's going to end up the half 0-0 the score. We're going to take a quick timeout here. You're listening to the KOFO Game of the Week on KOFO.com.
This is Walt Dangle of Dangle & Son Mortuary. When we have a funeral or a visitation at the funeral home, we try very hard to make friends and family feel comfortable. We want you to feel at home. This is Dangle & Son setting the standard for funeral service.
All of us at Kansas State Bank thank you for seeing the value of what a hometown bank means to our community. This is Bank President Roger Maxwell, and we've done our best during these most trying times to be here for you and your banking needs. For over 100 years, Kansas State Bank has known the value of the past, the importance of the present, and the innovation of the future. Kansas State Bank, member FDIC.
Quality Structures is helping you build the rural American dream today. No more some days. Whether you're wanting a garage for your toys, a riding arena for your horses, or storage for your equipment, Quality Structures is there. Visit Quality Structures in Richmond or online at qualitystructures.com.
Just like the belt around your waist wears out, so do the ones under the hood of your vehicle. Check for cracked, bulging, or blistered belts and hoses, and if they show signs of wear, have them replaced. A reminder from your friends at CarStar Ottawa, 402 North Main.
Welcome back here to Central Heights High School. Chris Hansen here for the KOFO Game of the Week as Central Heights playing host to the West Franklin Falcons. And we've had one half of football played here, and 0-0 still the score. Both defense coming out to play as they both mean business. So far, a lot of people would have come into this game thinking that Central Heights didn't have a good chance, but really Central Heights the only team to actually get in the red zone as they had just drove the ball down all the way to the 6-yard line of the Falcons. But the Vikings, with first down and goal, were unable to convert, and the Falcons just held them to keep the score even at 0. So far, some of the game stats, we're going to take a quick look. West Franklin with 7 first downs, opposed to Central Heights with 12 first downs. Only 6 rushing yards or only 12 rushing yards so far for the West Franklin Falcons on 6 carries, and 94 yards rushing for Central Heights on 25 carries. So Central Heights averaging about 3.8 yards per rush, whereas West Franklin's only averaging about 2 yards. And as the yard differential would seem a bit lopsided in Central Heights' favor, really what's kept it going for West Franklin has been the turnovers, as Central Heights has had 2 turnovers thus far, whereas West Franklin has had none. Third down conversions so far throughout the game, West Franklin's not been able to convert any, as they're 0 for 3, where Central Heights 6 for 9. And then on 4th down, West Franklin late in the first quarter went for 1, unable to convert, where Central Heights has attempted 3 times and converted 1 of those. And on the defensive side of the ball, 2 sacks that have been taken by West Franklin, as Central Heights has gotten a lot of good pressure on the quarterback, sacked him 2 times for 17 yards. As far as passing goes, West Franklin has been a little bit more dominant in the passing game, as they've had completed 5 of 8 passes for 58 yards. Whereas West Franklin, or Central Heights, only 21 yards on 3 attempts. We're going to take a quick break here. You're listening to the KOFO Game of the Week on KOFO.com.
Farewell complications, later stress. Goodbye business hours. Want a new level of banking convenience? Say hello to the Arvest Go mobile banking app from Arvest Bank. With Arvest Go, you can deposit checks, pay bills, log lost or stolen debit cards. You can even pay people directly with just a tap. Arvest Go lets you bank virtually anytime, anywhere, and it's only from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities. Arvest Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
There are only 3 times a year you think about your home's heating and cooling system. Winter, when you want to stay warm. Summer, when you want to stay cool. And any season when it's not working. All Seasons Air Conditioning and Heating can make sure your heat and AC are working in all seasons when you sign up for their residential maintenance membership. They'll perform a mechanical safety and performance inspection, change your filters, and even change the batteries in your CO2 detector. Call to sign up for the residential maintenance membership with All Seasons today at 8888 Airman.
Welcome back to Central Heights High School on the KOFO Game of the Week. Central Heights playing host to the West Franklin Falcons. Real quick, we're going to take a look at some of the local games going on around here, some other areas. As Anderson County up on Osawatomie 26-0. Lewisburg up 21-14 on Paola. Some games that are going on today, other than Anderson County, as we've got just a second here. Well, we'll keep you updated out there on the scores. Currently, so far in the game, and we're at the half here in Central Heights High School, as they're currently recognizing some of their middle school students for their state assessment scores, and the band coming out. But in the football game in the first half, it's been a pretty even fight so far, as the score is still 0-0 through a full half of play. Defense has been absolutely stellar on both sides of the ball, or on both sides for both teams. So far, Central Heights has been the only one to be able to get into the red zone. They've led in yards by quite a bit, but they've had a pair of turnovers that have stopped those drives short. And for West Franklin, it's really been pre-snap penalties that has really killed them, as they've had 4 that have really stalled some drives. They've had to start back from their own 11 at one point, where they had a 1st and 20, but ended up being able to convert it. But ultimately, another pre-snap penalty would hold them from being able to get really deep into Vikings territory. As far as the football night, though, goes, it's been a pretty nice night out here. A lot of fans showing up here at John Schultz Track supporting their Central Heights Vikings as it is their first league game of the year.
Congratulations to all these students.
And the weather couldn't be nicer now. Is currently in Princeton, Kansas. It's 81 degrees. And really with a nice little breeze and making it feeling a lot cooler than it is. The sun's gone down. And now the team playing under the lights. Starting to feel like a pretty nice night for football. We're going to take a quick break here. You're listening to the KOFO Game of the Week on KOFO.com.
We're at Ottawa University on registration day for new students, asking them why they chose to attend OU.
I'm excited to meet everybody, get to know a lot of new people, and just enjoy college, have fun. It just feels like home, small campus.
I liked the atmosphere here. It wasn't too big of a college, and that's what I was wanting, so I feel like Ottawa was a great spot for me.
Find out if Ottawa University is a good place for you. Visit online at ottawa.edu. Ottawa University. Prepare for a lifetime of significance.
When it comes to jewelry, the fit is important, not just on your finger, but on your wallet. Hi, this is Lindsay Sutton at Sutton's Jewelry in downtown Ottawa, where we work to fit your ring to fit your budget. Diamonds come in all shapes and sizes and price ranges. The last thing we want is for you to think you can't afford a beautiful new ring. Come see our selection at Sutton's Jewelry, 213 South Main, downtown, where there's no high-pressure sales. We just want to be sure the fit on your finger matches the fit on your finances. You've got it made at Sutton's Jewelry.
Welcome back to Central Heights High School as we're currently at halftime. 0-0 the score. Good, solid defensive half for both teams on the day. So far, we got a few scores from some of the games around the league. Anderson County leads Osawatomie 26-0. Lewisburg 21-14 over Paola, or 28-14 over Paola, excuse me. Wellsville, the rival of both Central Heights and West Franklin, leads Iola 20-7. Prairie View over Santa Fe 12-0. And currently here at Central Heights, no score for either team at the half. Right now the band out there playing their little performance as we've got a pretty full stadium tonight and the weather coming down pretty nice here at John Schultz Track. In the first half, both teams not necessarily struggling to move the ball. It's just every single time drives keep getting stopped short for the West Franklin Falcons. It's been pre-snap penalties that have really cut them short. Also pressure from the pressure to the quarterback as Central Heights has had a pair of sacks that costed West Franklin 17 yards. West Franklin's found a little bit of success in the pass game as McCullough has been able to connect a few times to Froggatt. But other than that, in the run game, Central Heights has been all over West Franklin. On the other side of the ball for Central Heights offensively, they've made it to the red zone just one time, as that was the only red zone trip for either team throughout the first half. But they got down to the 6-yard line and were unable to punch the ball in right as the half expired. They had 4 downs with only 6 yards to go to the end zone, but the West Franklin Falcons showed some solid red zone defense and ultimately would survive the half, keeping the score 0-0. We're going to take another timeout here You're listening to the KOFO Game of the Week on KOFO.com.
Does experience matter when your vehicle needs repairs? It does at Beanie's Body Shop and Repair in Ottawa. Our mechanics have decades of experience in the business of making sure you and your vehicle are safe on the road. When you need repairs and peace of mind, call 785-242-4082.
The most trusted name in heating and cooling is Adamson Brothers. Let us make sure your air conditioner is ready to handle the hottest days of the year. Call today and schedule a tune-up with our air conditioning experts. 242-9273.
Have you ever thought about why listening to the radio is better for you than spending all your time staring at your phone? We are hands-free, so in the car, you can keep your eyes on the road, where they should be. We don't need your personal information, so you don't have to worry about spam from us. And all you have to do is listen, not waste your time scrolling through an endless sea of recipes, memes, and cat videos. Radio, the original social media, and your source for information and entertainment at 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Welcome back to Central Heights High School as the KOFO Game of the Week. Currently, we're at the halftime as the Central Heights dancers out there doing a performance. 0-0 the score with just a few minutes before we get going here for the second half. But we're going to take a quick look into some of the player stats. Lance McCullough, that's the quarterback for West Franklin, 5 for 8 for 46 passing yards versus Jose Velez, 2 for 7 for only 21 yards there. It's been mainly Travell Fragate, who's had 5 catches for 46 yards. And rushing throughout the game, Lance McCullough for West Franklin, 1 rush for 27 yards. Bryce Hatfield, 2 rushes for 4 yards. And then Mike Spoley has had 3 rushes, but unable to gain any yards since he's got -2. So far, leading the defense for West Franklin High School, it's been Wade Nichols with 4 tackles. But for Central Heights, by and large, it's been the quarterback pressure that's been really effective for them thus far. They've taken down the quarterback 2 times for 17 yards. We're going to take a look at some of the other area games going on around here tonight. Anderson County currently leading Osawatomie 26-0. Lewisburg on top of Paola, 28-14. Wellsville has 20 versus Iola 7. Prairie View over Santa Fe trail 12-0. Eudora now shutting out Bonner so far as they're up 35-0. We're going to take a quick break here from Central Heights High School. You're listening to the KOFO Game of the Week on KOFO.com.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. I came out in the 11th grade. Nobody was embracing you. The kids were cruel. It was very difficult to be gay. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
The hard part was determining that I was going to do it, but I definitely didn't do it alone.
At age 30, with the help of her mentor, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
I have a mentor, Maria. She convinced me to continue my education and to finish what I started to get my diploma. Just never judges. She's a true role model. If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, go get it. You can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Welcome back here to Central Heights High School as we're getting ready to get back underway for the second half action. Team's getting ready to getting back warm, getting warmed up once again for the football game. As the score is 0-0 still through a full half of football. Both defenses definitely showing up thus far. Only one red zone trip for either team, as it was Central Heights who drove all the way down to the 6-yard line right near the end of the half, but they were unable to punch in a touchdown or any points for that matter, as West Franklin showed some stout red zone defense. Real quick, we're going to take a little update you on some of the scores here, as Santa Fe Trail has now come back on Prairie View, as they're up now 14-12. Came back and scored 14 unanswered points. Lewisburg's over Paola 28-14. Eudora shutting out Bonner Springs 35-0. Anderson County's over Osawatomie 26-0. And Wellsville is currently on top of Iola 22-7. Both teams here getting ready to come out, as West Franklin currently in the huddle. They've got the time now up on the scoreboard here. West Franklin starting to get in their huddle. Both teams, though, not out in the center of the field yet to start kicking it off. It's been an impressive defensive outing for both teams, as both teams shut out at the half. But hopefully one of the teams getting on the scoreboard here, though, in this third quarter. Now the Falcons coming out here to receive the ball. Central Heights is going to be booting this one. Central Heights received in the first half, so they're kicking off now. Referee getting ready to put the ball down. Pretty full crowd for both Central Heights and West Franklin. The visitor stand's pretty full, and the home stand very full. And second half action is just about underway here. Kicking off is going to be number 9, Jose Velez, the quarterback for Central Heights. And he'll boot this one, as it's going to be dropped short about the 20-yard line, and now returning it up all the way up to about the 40-yard line was the Falcons. So the Falcons going to take over 1st and 10 here. Pretty solid field position, as they're going to start the ball off at about the 41-yard line. Both teams look solid on defense. See if the offense for West Franklin makes some adjustments, get some points on the board here for this drive, be the first team to get on the board. McCullough is under center for the Falcons. Lance McCullough takes the snap. He's looking out for his man. He's got Frogate, but he's going to be tackled for a loss. And Lance McCullough, he's passed quite a few passes to Frogate, but Frogate's just not been able to get up to the line of scrimmage here, as there was Vikings all over him right as he caught that ball. Frogate, the only receiver that McCullough is connected to this night, but been decently efficient in the passing game. McCullough now one back behind him. He's going to take the snap, looking long, and it's going to be picked up by Central Heights. Now we're going to take it up past the 50-yard line and then taken down right at about the 42-yard line of West Franklin. And my goodness, first interception here for West Franklin. Central Heights earlier had thrown one. This is going to be the first turnover for West Franklin here. As Central Heights is going to take over with the interception at about the 42-yard line of the Falcons. So Jose Velez and his offense see if they can get something done. Last drive that they had was at the end of the first half as they drove it down all the way to the 6-yard line, but unable to get in the end zone as West Franklin showed some really solid red zone defense. Velez takes snap, hands it off. This one's going to get just a short gain of about 2 yards. Gets up to about the 40-yard line. There's Carson Wood there that had the carry. To make the stop was Velez. Has Wood behind him. Receiver running to his front. He's going to hand it off to Wood. And they're going to pick up just a few yards here to bring up third down. Carson Wood once again with the carry. Have the ball about the 40 or the 37-yard line. It's going to be third down and 5 here for the Vikings. Velez been decently efficient on third down. He's going to take a snap here. He's going to hand it off once again to Wooden, and now it's going to be a first down and more. And now they're trying to grind down into the red zone. It's going to be just shy of it. He gets down to about the 21-yard line. It's going to be a first down for the Vikings. Carson Wood with a solid carry, but now a flag comes out. And we'll see what that is. Both teams looking a little confused. The referees having a conversation. It's going to be a personal foul against West Franklin. As it was a face mask. And this is going to be a 15-yard penalty. So now Central Heights has the ball inside the red zone, 1st and 10. This is their second trip to the red zone. Currently weren't able to finish the drive off in their last trip to it. So 1st and goal here at the 7-yard line for Central Heights. Velez, 2 backs behind him, takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Hatswell. Hatswell driving forward. He's going to get inside the 5. They'll bring up second down and short. 2nd and goal. Just a few yards. Last time as Central Heights was up next to the goal line, they were unable to punch it in, but now they'll gain a few yards there. Vikings take the snap. Velez hands it off to Hatswell. Hatswell is going to get taken down right at the line of scrimmage. Good play there from the Falcons as they were all over him. They had like 4 Falcons there to take him down. 3rd and goal here from about the 5-yard line. Can the Falcons hold him again? Deep in the red zone. Velez takes a snap. He's going to fake the handoff. Now looking to pass. Can he find an open man? He can't. Instead, he's going to be taken down for a sack. At least he gets up close to the line of scrimmage. Couldn't find an open receiver. Good coverage there from the Falcons. They're going to lose only a yard. As Velez did well to get close to the line of scrimmage. There's a play action pass there, but none of the Falcons were fooled because they were all over Velez. Zero, the score, 7:03 left in the third quarter. Velez taking the snap, looking to throw once again. He's going to fire in the end zone, and he's got a man. Oh, it's going to be batted down. A great play from the Falcons as it was batted down by the defensive back, Lane Altick, as there was an open man right beyond him, but he gets just his fingertips on there and bats it down to turn the ball over. But not good field positioning here for West Franklin as they're going to have the ball at the 5-yard line of the Falcons. So once again, the West Franklin Falcons hold on downs inside of their own 10. McCullough is going to take the snap, and he's going to quickly hand it off a little hole here, and they're going to get up the field just a few yards here. Now still going, and a big gain here from West Franklin, and he's still on his feet, getting up all the way to about the 43-yard line. Wow.
Number 15, Michael Bowling, on the carry for the Falcons.
It's going to be a gain of about 36 yards here for a Falcon first down. And what a great hold offensive line of the Falcons made there. Now West Franklin's going to take the snap. They're looking long, and there's only Vikings down there, but it's going to get thrown over all of them. Good thing. So it's going to be an incomplete pass and going to bring up 2nd and 10 now from the 43-yard line. This ball, not sure what happened to the receivers. There was no West Franklin Falcons running a route down that way. So just a little miscommunication maybe. The Falcons. McCullough is going to take the snap. He's going to hand the ball off a little hole here. It's up to about the 50-yard line. Gain of about 8 yards on the play. As it was Boley that had the carry there. 3rd and 2 for the Falcons at midfield. McCullough, 2 backs to him. Next to him, he's going to hand the ball off once again. It's going to be Boley on the carry, and he's going to pick up the first down in just a few yards. They're going to spot him at about the 46-yard line. Gain of about 4 yards, which is good for a first down. West Franklin now really getting the ball moving on the ground here as they're looking for their first trip to the red zone. McCullough, 2 backs behind him, takes the snap. He's going to hand the ball off. And Vikings there to take down Bryce Hatfield as he only gained about a yard. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 9 for the Falcons. McCullough, a receiver out to his right and left. He's going to take a snap. He's going to hand it off once again. And this carry, solid yardage, not quite a first down here, as it was Micus Boley once again, as he's been pretty effective this half. 3rd down and 2 for West Franklin. Ball at about the 37-yard line of Central Heights. McCullough is going to take the snap, and he's going to take it himself, trying to look for it. He's going to get stopped short here as the Central Heights Vikings all over that one. They'll take him down a few yards short of the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. Drops the ball back to about the 40-yard line. 4th and 5 now for the Falcons. Falcons in the huddle, seeing if they can convert their first 4th down of the day. McCullough back to his left and behind him as well. He's going to take the snap. He's looking to throw. He's looking for his man. He's got him downfield. Little spin move, breaks a tackle, and down to about the 30-yard line is Froggett. Froggett, man, he has been a big threat so far. As Froggett got now 7 catches on the day. Picks up a first down there. Got a 12-yard gain on that last play, and now McCullough, he's going to hand the ball off. And it's 15 Boley who has it, and he's going to take it down to about the 20-yard line now. A little shy of a first down, but a really solid first down run there for the West Franklin Falcons. And suddenly they're driving pretty efficiently down the field and also eating up a lot of the clock. 2:15 left to go in the quarter. Vikings trying to hold the Falcons as they are currently driving. First trip to the red zone for the Falcons. They're going to have 2nd and 1 here. McCullough hands off to Bowie. He's going to pick up the first down and a little bit more yardage. As now he's down at about the 15-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line for the Falcons. West Franklin threatening to score. Central Heights has had 2 red zone trips themselves as they were unable to convert a touchdown on either. Thus the score being 0-0, but West Franklin now seeing if they can convert their first one. The snap is going to be in the dirt, but it's picked up by McCullough. He's going to hand it off to Rogers, and he's going to get actually a few yards. Good little recovery there by the Falcons as the snap was in the dirt. McCullough quickly picked it up and then handed it off. Honestly, looking like that the low snap didn't affect anything. It's going to bring up about 2nd and 5 from the 11-yard line. McCullough's got his man Boley behind him. He snaps off, and he'll hand it off to Boley. Boley trying to get around a defender. He does, make a nice little cut. And now trying to get up to the first down. He's got it. Can he get to the end zone? He's going to be shy of the end zone, but he picks up the first down. It's going to be 1st and goal with 36 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And now the Falcons threatening to score here. First and goal, and it's just about a yard, about 2 yards shy of the goal line. McCullough Vikings fans cheering. They're trying to get, hoping for some good defense, and the Falcons are going to just let the clock run out. And we're going to head to the 4th quarter, 0-0 your score, but the Vikings trying to hold the Falcons in the red zone. We're going to take a quick break here. You're listening to the KOFO Game of the Week on KOFO.com.
The Ottawa Herald's new owner, Cherry Road Media, is bringing back local news to your local newspaper and want your help. Send news tips or story ideas to news@ottawaherald.com. For advertising, call Erica, 785-577-3935.
Learning to work as part of a team is a trait that not only benefits students and athletes now, but can help them as leaders of tomorrow. This is Eric Price, Funeral Director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor this sports broadcast on KOFO. Visit lamb-roberts.com.
Welcome back to Central Heights High School. Watching the KOFO Game of the Week here. Central Heights is hosting West Franklin. And currently West Franklin driving down to the field. They got the ball in the red zone, first and goal at the 2-yard line. Still 0-0 the score as we enter the fourth quarter. Team switching sides real quick. And the Falcons look trying to see if they're going to be the first team to score tonight. Nicola, the quarterback for the Vikings. Foley behind McCullough as they get ready to take the snap here. Now Foley moves off to his right. McCullough the only one back there. They're going to take a snap right directly in. It's in for a touchdown. Touchdown, West Franklin Falcons, as it was Bryce Hatfield who just took the direct snap from the center and plunged it into the end zone. First touchdown of the game, and now the West Franklin Falcons lead Central Heights 6-0. And the fans getting a little bit quiet now. It's the first score of the game with 11:57 to go in the fourth quarter. West Franklin going to go for two here. McCullough takes the snap, and he's going to toss a little pass, and it's going to be caught, and good. The two-point conversion was completed to Wade Nichols of the West Franklin Falcons. So now the lead is up to 8-0. And Central Heights been unable to get into the end zone so far. They've had two chances as they've been in the red zone twice. But both times West Franklin's held them. So hopefully Bob Risch here can get his offense settled as they get ready to receive the kickoff. Now the Falcons coming back out as they're definitely looking a little bit more energized after the touchdown. 11:57 to go in the quarter, in the game. West Franklin leads Central Heights 8-0. Trey Rogers kicking off for West Franklin. Was one of the returners back there to receive this one. This one's going to get booted back. Taken at about the 20-yard line, and they're going to drive forward for about 8 yards. So Central Heights is going to start things here off at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10. West Franklin Central Heights really needs to see if they can find a touchdown on this drive, as they currently are down 8-0 with 11:50 to go in the fourth quarter. Central Heights has done well on the day, having some solid, efficient drives, but both times that they've been in the red zone, right inside and about the 5-yard line both times, they were unable to score. Plus takes a snap, hand it off, and there's going to be no gain on the play there. It was Carson Wood that had the carry there. In fact, it's actually going to be about a loss of 1 there. .25 left in the game. Central Heights currently with the football, 2nd and 11 from their own 27. And I feel like a key part of this game is going to be see if Jose Velez can start connecting a few passes and see if the passing game gets active. He's actually going to pass here as he's looking for a target, and he's just going to throw this one away, as there was pressure all over him there. And he just throws this one out of bounds. It'll bring out 3rd down and 11. Central Heights getting a little bit more desperate now, as they really need to see if they can convert a first down here, because they got to extend this drive and try to cash it in for a touchdown, as they currently are down 8-0. A little under 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Velez takes the snap. He's looking to throw. Looking long. He's going to complete a pass, but oh my goodness, there's going to be a fumble. And the Falcons are all over that one. Maybe not. We'll see who ends up picking the football up. Looks like the Falcons had it covered, and indeed they do. Now the Falcons will take over at the Central Heights 47. And right as it looks like Central Heights might get something going here, tragedy striking now, and it's going to be a turnover. Now it's up to Central Heights to see if they can get the football back to their offense and back in the hands of Jose Velez. Whereas the Falcons trying to see if they can get an insurance touchdown and try to close this game out. Currently the Falcons lead 8-0 in the fourth quarter. 10:46 to go. On the previous drive that the Falcons had, it was a touchdown, direct snap to Bryce Hatfield, who had the 2-yard touchdown, and then they completed a 2-point conversion to Wade Nichols. McCullough takes the snap here. He's going to look to pass, can't find anybody, and he's going to get sacked back at his own 48-yard line. Play there for Central Heights. They needed that one. It's going to bring up 2nd and 17 here for West Franklin. Correct that, about 2nd and 15 here for Central Heights, or for West Franklin. McCullough takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Bully. Bully makes a nice cut. Now coming up to the yard. He's going to pick up a first down and plenty more. He's driving down the sideline up to about the 20-yard line. And out of bounds there. And right as it looks like Central Heights really had them in right where they wanted. The Falcons and Bully, the running back, get a huge gain and finding themselves just outside of the red zone once again. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. West Franklin driving. 8-0 in the fourth quarter, 9:57 left to go in the game. McCullough. He's got Bully behind him. He's going to drop the snap, but he's going to take it himself, and he's actually going to pick up plenty of yardage here. Can he get the first down? It looks like he does. And now the ball, it was snapped and bobbled up there a little bit. It dropped on the ground, and McCullough just picked it up and ran it right up the middle and picked up a first down, and it's going to be first and goal for the Falcons. Last trip to the red zone, the Falcons punched in a touchdown and a two-point conversion, seeing if they can get some insurance points right here. McCullough. He's going to take the snap, hands it off to Bully. Bully makes a cut, but he's going to be taken down for almost no gain. Maybe even a little bit of a loss. Plenty of Central Heights Vikings right there to meet him right as he got the ball. He got around one, but there was three more ready to just meet him. Second down and goal for the Falcons. McCullough. He's going to take the snap. Looking to pass. And he hit his man. And his man, Andrew Snow, was the intended receiver. Hit him in the hand. Couldn't get both hands on the football, so it's going to be third and goal at about the 11-yard line. Central Heights really needing a stop here if they want to see if they can come back and win this game. Currently, Central Heights down 8-0 with 8:47 left in the game. Cole at two backs next to him. He's going to hand it off to Bully, and he's grinding, trying to get up to the end zone. He's going to gain a little bit of yardage, get up to about the 5-yard line, but it's going to bring up fourth down for the West Franklin Falcons. Central Heights looking stout on defense. And now Falcons in the huddle, seeing what they can do here. McCullough going to have one back, two behind him, two wide receivers out to his right, one to his left. Takes the snap, looking to pass. He's going to throw it up in the air, and this one's going to be thrown way out of bounds. There's good coverage there, really just kind of throwing this one up. So the Falcons are going to turn it over on downs, as it was great red zone defense there from the Vikings. And now with 7:58 to go, Vikings have it at their own, next to their own end zone at about the 5-yard line. They're currently down 8-0. As they try to get out of their own end zone. Leaves you with very little options here, as you don't want to get a safety, but the run game's been pretty effective for Central Heights. And Velez is going to look to pass. He's got his man open, and they're going to make the catch and get the ball out about to the 40-yard line or the 35-yard line. And, man, what a catch that was by the West Franklin Falcons. It was number 11, Luke Berkdahl, who had a Falcon all over him, and he just snagged that ball. Kind of moshed him there a little bit. And now the Vikings have 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line, as they were backed up at their own 5 and pick up 30 there on the pass play. Velez. One running back to his right. Got two receivers out to his left, one to his right. He's going to take it himself. Velez scrambling. And he's not going to get anywhere. Instead, he's going to be taken out of bounds for a big loss. Jose was unable to get any yardage there. It's going to be 2nd and 13 for the Vikings. Central Heights driving currently, down 8-0 with 7:16 to go in the game. Vikings take the snap, looking. They're going to pass Jose Velez, looking for Bryson Velez. Unable to complete the pass, though. And now it's going to be 3rd down and 13 for the Vikings, just ahead of the 30-yard line. It's going to be about 3rd down and 15 as they got to get to about the 45-yard line to pick up a 1st down here. Velez takes snap. He's going to hand it off. And nobody's there as ball was handed off to Caswell. But now it's going to bring up 4th down with only 7 minutes to go. And the question becomes, you feel like you have to punt because they're in their own half. But only less than 7 minutes to go in the game. And the Falcons just one returner back there to receive, as it's Boley back there. This one's going to get punted deep past Boley a little bit. It's going to take a really favorable bounce for Central Heights, and Boley isn't going to touch this one as it was a solid punt, a little over 50 yards there.
3-yard punt after the ball rolls downfield a little bit. With a 1st down and 10 for West Franklin.
West Franklin's going to take over on down, or take over after the punt. 1st down and 10. Currently, West Franklin leads 8-0 with 6:10 left to go in the game.
Backing it up.
West Franklin Falcons getting ready to take the snap. Central Heights really needs to make sure that they stop them, not let a touchdown get in on this drive. They currently are down 8-0 with 6 to go in the quarter. Ball's going to be handed off to Boley. It's going to be a small loss on the play of about a yard or 2. It's going to be 2nd and 12 for the Falcons. Nice luxury for the Central Heights Vikings would be a 3-and-out here. See if they can get McCullough. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Boley, and he's going to be dragged down. Maybe it's a horse collar as he got him by the jersey, and indeed the flag's going to be thrown. Most likely going to be a horse collar tackle, and that's going to bring up an automatic 1st down for the West Franklin Vikings, or West Franklin Falcons. And they had him in the backfield there. Just unfortunately, he wouldn't have been able to take him down, except he got him by the jersey, the collar. And there's 15 yards free for the Falcons.
Not wide enough for the 1st down.
The Falcons, 1st and 10. Got the ball just past the 30-yard line. McCullough looking long. Can he find his man? He's got him open. Oh, and it goes to the right. He had it right in the breadbasket, but it's going to be dropped. It was Trey Rogers who, man, he had some speed beating the Central Heights defensive backs, but ball goes right through his arms. West Franklin not able to capitalize there on a big play, and now there's going to be a Falcon down on the field as players go into their knees, and the trainer's coming out here. Hopefully the Falcon's okay. In the meantime, we're going to take a quick break here. You're listening to the KOFO Game of the Week on KOFO.com.
Advent Health Ottawa invites you to Walk-In Wednesdays, a weekly hiring event from 10 to noon at 1302 South Main. They're currently looking for RNs, clinical and non-clinical support, and entry-level staff. Visit careers.adventhealth.com/Ottawa for details. Advent Health Ottawa is an equal opportunity employer.
This is Walt Dangle of Dangle & Son Mortuary. The families we serve are our friends and neighbors who come from all walks of life. It doesn't matter what you spend, everyone receives the highest level of service. Dangle & Son sets the standard for funeral service.
Back here at Central Heights High School, currently West Franklin leading Central Heights in the KOFO Game of the Week, 8-0 with 5:18 to go in the last quarter of the ball game. Little injury timeout going as a Falcon was down after the previous play. Currently they're driving. Falcons have the ball just past their own 30-yard line. Second and 10 from the 33. And now here come the Vikings. Try and stop them on defense. West Franklin seeing if they can get some insurance points to seal this game up. West Franklin trying to make sure that does not happen. Give their chance to come back and team a chance to come back and win. And this one's almost picked off as McCullough was looking for his man Rogers, but instead it's going to be batted down by a Viking. 3rd and 10 for the Falcons from their own 33-yard line. And we're going to take a timeout here, West Franklin. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to the KOFO Game of the Week on KOFO.com.
Goodbye, 9 to 5. So long, paper checks. Later on, trips to the bank. Tired of business as usual? Say hello to business banking services from Arvest Bank. At Arvest, we support those starting new businesses or even new side hustles with loans, advanced merchant services, easy online banking tools, and time-saving products like remote deposit capture. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities. Arvest Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Central Heights High School. KOFO Game of the Week going on currently as West Franklin leads Central Heights 8-0 with 5 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the final quarter of the ball game. 3rd and 10 right now for West Franklin from their own 33-yard line. The question here, can Central Heights hold and give their team a chance to come back and tie this game up? Or can West Franklin pick up a few first downs, finish out the clock, or even get an insurance score? McCullough's going to take the pass. He's looking for Rogers, and he's going to overthrow him by a ways as he turned and threw that ball quickly. And that's going to bring up 4th and 10, and the punt unit's going to come back out as Central Heights is going to get the ball back with 5 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. Back to return. Velez. This ball is going to get punted, and great height on that one, and it'll end up getting about to the 39-yard line of Central Heights. So Vikings going to take over with pretty decent field position here. See if they can come on and capitalize here late in the fourth quarter. It's getting interesting here out at Central Heights High School. 8-0 with 5:07 left to go in the game. Vikings trailing, but currently have the football. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Vikings on their last drive stalled pretty well short in their own half. They had to punt, but then solid defense from the Vikings and a great punt, about a 55-yarder. Held the Falcons short. Bless takes snap, hands the ball off, and it's going to be a solid gain all the way up to a first down and a little bit more. The pile's getting pushed even further and further. They're going to say that forward progress was stopped for about a 12-yard gain past midfield. Ball's going to be at the 48 of West Franklin, so a great first down play and first play of the drive for Central Heights. 4:51 left in the fourth quarter. Can Central Heights move the football? Central Heights has done a good job of getting the ball down the field, but unable to capitalize on 2 red zone strips that they've had. They take the snap. Les is going to take it himself, and he's going to gain about 6 yards just past the 45-yard line. And they're actually going to give him about 7, bring up 2nd and 3 here, just shy of the 40-yard line. 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Vikings trailing 8-0. Velez. Can the Central Heights Vikings be clutch here? Velez takes the snap. He's going to hand the ball off, and they're going to pick up a first down, get up to about the 35-yard line. And Central Heights really moving the ball well on the run game. It's going to be a first down and 10 at the 34-yard line. A little less than 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Ball at about the 34-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Can they make something happen here? Jose Velez, one running back off to his left. He's going to hand it off to him. And now they're going to be stopped well short. The line of scrimmage is going to be a loss of about 1.5. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 11 from the 31-yard line. Or the 36. Time, an enemy for Central Heights right now. Only 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the game. Jose Velez, 2nd and 11. He takes the snap. He's got a lot of pressure coming. He's going to complete a pass, though. Can they get a first down? And they are going to get it. And the pass was completed to Colton Caswell as the Falcons were looking for blitz and were blitzing Jose Velez, but he kept his composure, found a wide open man in Hatswell, and a first down for the Vikings at the 20-yard line. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Vikings at the 20-yard line in the red zone. Can they complete it? This is their 3rd trip to the red zone, 0 for 2 so far in their last 2. As both of them got out to about the 6-yard line in the first one and the 5 in the second, but neither one resolved in points. Jose Velez takes the snap. Oh, he's going to fumble it. And the question is, who's got the ball? The Falcons seem pretty excited. Let's see who they give the ball here. And this could be huge. Just as Central Heights was looking really dangerous, looks like Central Heights is going to keep the football, but a big scare there as the snap was really low and dropped by Velez, and so they'll lose yardage here, but thankfully all that really matters is that they kept the football. Velez takes the snap. He's going to take it himself up the middle. He's going to gain some of that yardage back that they just lost, and he's actually going to stay on his feet, and he gets up to about a first down and more, almost up to the goal line, and Central Heights threatening to score with only a minute left on the clock. And now the thing comes, they've really battled in this position. They've got first and goal. They got first and goal at the 6-yard line here. Only 1 minute to go. They've been at this spot before, but Central Heights unable to convert in previous attempts. Jose Velez, a receiver out to his right and left, a running back next to him. He's going to hand the ball off, and they're going to run this, and can they get in the end zone? They do! Touchdown! Central Heights Vikings! Central Heights Vikings looking to equalize at 6-8. Can they convert the 2-point conversion here? And man, oh man, do we got a ball game. 56 seconds to go. And West Franklin is stunned. But it isn't over yet, as West Franklin still holds the 2-point lead as they got the 2-point conversion on the touchdown that they got earlier. Central Heights needs to get this one in if they want to keep this game going. Velez under center. Got a receiver out to the right and to his left. And now they're going to take a timeout here as West Franklin takes the timeout. 56 seconds. We're going to take a quick break here. You're listening to the KOFO Game of the Week on KOFO.com.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard has led to a lot of firsts for me. It paid for me to be the first person in my family to go to school. That education got me to the first day at my dream job, which I can still hold while I serve part-time. That job and the home loan benefits I got from the Army National Guard helped me buy my first house. I also know that I will be one of the first to respond if my community ever needs me.
Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Central Heights hosting West Franklin on for the KOFO Game of the Week. And it's late here in the fourth quarter, only 56 seconds to go. West Franklin leads the Vikings 8-6. The Vikings just scored pending the PAT. They're going to go for two here, as that's what they need to be able to tie this game. We'll see if they can convert here, as this is going to be a huge pivotal play. A very clutch touchdown for Central Heights just a moment ago as they plunged it in the end zone after a drive that started back at their own 30. So can Central Heights convert the 2-point conversion, or will the Falcons stop them and make him fall short of the comeback? Blitz takes the snap. He's going to take it himself. He's plunging over. Can he get in? He's going to score. 2-point conversion is good. We got a tie ball game. 8-8 to score. 56 seconds to go. Central Heights completes the comeback. And man, oh man, this crowd is rocking. Central Heights, would you believe it? They charge all the way down from their own 30-yard line, plunging the touchdown, and then Velez takes in the 2-point conversion himself. But this game is not over yet. 56 seconds to go. Let's see if the Falcons can make something happen here. The fans are riled up. Overtime. It's looking like overtime could be likely, depending on what West Franklin can do here. Man, 8-8 the score. 56 seconds to go in the game. Can Central Heights hold on and force overtime on the West Franklin Falcons? Kickoff. Getting ready to come here. And Central Heights fans looking a lot more alive now as everyone was holding their breath a moment ago as Central Heights needed to convert that two-point conversion to stay alive in this game, and they do as Jose Velez plunged it in. And now the Falcons going to see if they can make something happen. Here's this game. Fourth quarter closes. Kickoff is a good one. It's going to go well past the returner. Falcons going to pick it up at about their 5-yard line, trying to return this one, and they're going to break a few tackles here. A good solid return after a great kick there. They get up to about the 24-yard line. 49 seconds to go. 8-8 the score. West Franklin Falcons driving. Central Heights trying to force overtime here. 49 seconds left to go in the game. Central Heights just trying to hold on and force overtime. McCullough under center. He's got Bully behind him. And he's going to hand it off. And it's going to be no gain on the play, but a flag is going to be thrown. We'll see what the flag is here. Initially, no gain. Flag, though, gets thrown in after the play ends. Still, referee's now finally going to give the call. It's going to be a personal foul against Central Heights now.
The way I describe it for people is my dad shot himself and the bullet hit everyone in his life. It was a week before my 30th birthday, and I had this impulse to call him, but I didn't because I thought I could call him later that week.
63 Americans a day die by gun suicide. With safe gun storage, we can give our loved ones a second chance at life. Learn more at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
Do your relationships keep winding up in the same bad place with breakups, abuse, manipulation, or abandonment? There is a better way. Life Care Center of Ottawa offers hope for breaking old relationship cycles and achieving lasting change. Through a fun weekly group called Birth of a Family, you have the opportunity to engage with mentors who are working through life just like you. Lively discussion guides you toward new perspectives about God's design for you and your family and helps get to the root of damaging lifestyle and relationship choices. Want to get off the merry-go-round? Call Life Care today at 785-242-4500.
The Vikings just completed a drive to tie the game, 8-8. Velez is going to take the pass, or take the thing, and he's going to be picked off. Oh, my goodness, and this one's well short, and they're trying to get a good return here. They got the ball about the 30. Velez is picked off, and now West Franklin a much more manageable spot as they've got the ball at the 30-yard line of Central Heights. 16.7 left to go in the game. They got the ball. He's about the 35-yard line. And now Central Heights going to see if they can stop him with only 16 seconds to go in the game. McCullough, one back behind him. He's going to take the snap, and he's going to hand it off. It's going to be Froggett who has the ball, and he's going to take it into about the 15-yard line with a 15-yard gain. 8.2 seconds left to go. Timeout taken by West Franklin. Ball's going to get to about the 16-yard line. Can Central Heights hold on? 8.2 seconds left to go. Both teams in the huddle now as they see what they can do here. Some of the Vikings, it's like one of them warming up to try to see if they can kick a field goal. Score 8-8, 8.2 seconds left to go in the game. West Franklin got the ball about the 17-yard line. And they are going to attempt a field goal here. This could be it. West Franklin seeing if they can break Central Heights' hearts as they came back to tie the game 8-8. Now it's going to be Chandler Scott to attempt a field goal here. It's up, and the kick is no good. Central Heights. They're going to take over now. 4.8 seconds left. The kick was no good. It's a tie ball game. 8-8 with only 4 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. How wild is this? And they've been going back and forth. An interception first by West Franklin as they had about 56 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. And then Central Heights threw one. And then now West Franklin goes for a field goal. It's no good. 4.8 seconds to go. And this one looked like it had the distance. It just missed wide left. And Central Heights, let's see if everyone can hold on just to this last play of the game until overtime. We'll see what Central Heights would do. Kind of come up with the question of, should you throw it long and risk an interception, or do you just kneel it, go to overtime? Or do you run the ball, see if you can snag all 80 yards? Big question here, and they're going to take a timeout. We're going to take a quick break here. You're listening to the KOFO Game of the Week on KOFO.com.
Have you ever thought about why listening to the radio is better for you than spending all your time staring at your phone? We are hands-free, so in the car, you can keep your eyes on the road, where they should be. We don't need your personal information, so you don't have to worry about spam from us. And all you have to do is listen, not waste your time scrolling through an endless sea of recipes, memes, and cat videos. Radio, the original social media, and your source for information and entertainment at 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Back here at the KOFO Game of the Week in Central Heights. Central Heights hosting West Franklin, and currently the score 8-8 with only 4 seconds remaining in the game. Vikings held on as West Franklin would kick a field goal, attempted, and ended up going wide left. It had plenty of distance, just couldn't get it through the upright. And now Central Heights is taken over with only 4 seconds remaining. Hard to know what they're going to do here, whether they're going to try to attempt a Hail Mary, hand the ball off, or even just kneel the ball and go to overtime. They're going to take the snap, looking for a short little pass. It's going to be completed. Jose Flez. And breaking a lot of tackles here, but it's going to be about 55 yards short of the end zone. Gain of about 20. But we're going to overtime here at Central Heights High School. We'll be right back here in just a little bit. You're listening to the KOFO Game of the Week on KOFO.com.
Olivia from Washington. Laid off and trying to keep our little kids from realizing that Mommy and Daddy haven't eaten in a while.
Roger from California. I'm grateful we could afford our son's surgery. I'm nervous that now we can't really afford food.
Daniel from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't even pay for meals.
Donna from Louisiana. The storm just hit, and we went from donating to the food bank to needing it.
Keisha from South Carolina. I've been skipping meals so my 2 kids can eat, but filling up on water doesn't really work.
Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the KOFO Game of the Week. It's been a wild one so far. We finished regulation. It's 8-8 as we head into overtime. Real quick, we'll break it down on the overtime rules. Both teams going to get a chance to score. They're going to have the ball at the 10-yard line of the opposite team, and they'll get 4 tries to try to get it in the end zone. If one team gets in the end zone, but the other team gets a redemption chance. So here we go. Currently, we're going to look at the coin toss here and see what the results are. And what a wild one here today, as Central Heights and West Franklin, in the first half, neither team was able to get on the board, and then the second half, both teams put up some great drives to drive down the length of the field and get 8 points, touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Put a lot of pressure. It was West Franklin who scored first, and then late in the fourth quarter, Central Heights scored with less than a minute left and then punched in the 2-point conversion to tie the game. And then now Central Heights and West Franklin are in overtime. Once again, each team's going to get 4 plays to try to get in the end zone. If one team scores, it's not sudden death, as the other team will get a redemption chance to try to score a touchdown also. But here goes the Falcons to their own defense. Central Heights is going to start on offense first here. So they'll have the ball. Or it's going to be at the 10-yard line. Where it's going to be the West Franklin Falcons that are going to start with the ball. So here we go. Central Heights, they had won the toss and they elected to defer. So West Franklin's going to start. McCullough takes the snap. He's going to fake The throw, and he's going to hand it off to Foley, but he's going to get blown up for a big loss. Good play there from the Central Heights defense as they broke through the line and took a big loss there of about 5 yards. It was Luke Berkdahl that came up with the tackle for loss. 2nd and 15 in this overtime. And here comes McCauley taking the snap, looking to throw. He finds his man. And Central Heights trying to keep him out of the end zone. They do, but they do gain about 10 yards as it was Froggatt who gets down to about the 5-yard line. So 3rd down and goal from the 5. To stop Froggatt from getting in the end zone was Baker Moore, the junior from Central Heights. So now, after a 5-yard loss, West Franklin makes up 10 yards to see if they can get in the end zone here. McCullough, he's got Bully behind him. McCullough takes the snap. Oh, and there's going to be a pre-snap penalty. These have been killing West Franklin all day. We'll see what this is going to be, though. And it's going to be illegal procedure against West Franklin. So they're going to get pushed back to the 10-yard line. And they're going to repeat 3rd down, 3rd and 10 now. Central Heights, can they hang on?
Timeout. West Franklin.
West Franklin's going to take a timeout here, see what they can do, see if they can draw something up. My goodness. And man, oh man, this has been a good one thus far. West Franklin lost the coin toss, so Central Heights decided to defer. So currently West Franklin has the first possession of overtime as they got it at they get to get it at the opposing team's 10-yard line, and they had 4 plays to try to get in the end zone. Currently they're at 3rd down, and they've got 10 yards to go. If West Franklin gets in the end zone, Central Heights will still get a chance to try to score, and they'll get to start it at the West Franklin 10. So here we go. Central Heights coming back out there. And now here comes the Falcons. And man, it is tense here. 3rd and 10. McCullough in shotgun formation. 3 receivers out to his left, 1 to his right. Pressure's coming. He's looking in the end zone. Oh, and it goes through the hands. He had Baker Moore open in the end zone, the back of the end zone, but he couldn't call it in. And now it's going to be 4th and 10. It looks like West Franklin had it. Instead now, just one more try here for West Franklin. Baker Moore was open, but just couldn't haul in the touchdown. Now Central Heights feeling like they might be able to hold them here. McCullough takes the snap, looking to pass. He's going to be scrambling now, and he's looking in the back of the end zone. Oh, it's going to be picked off, and man, that was quite the grab there. He had a man in the open. It was just a great play for Central Heights. So now Central Heights is going to have a chance to try to win this game. West Franklin unable to get in the end zone. McCullough picked off. If Central Heights can't get it in the end zone, it will go into a second overtime and see what happens from there. So Central Heights here. Gonna see if they can get in the end zone. Jose Velez gonna see if he can win it here at home. They came back. They're gonna hand it off. And there's gonna be about of a loss of one here for Central Heights. It was Carson Wood that had the carry there, but no yards to be gained. Instead, one's going to be lost. It'll be 2nd and 11 for Central Heights. No time on the clock as we're in overtime. West Franklin had the ball first for overtime, but they were unable to get in the end zone as they threw an interception in the back corner. But now, Central Heights, 2nd and 11. Jose Velez takes the snap, fakes it to hand off to Carson Wood. He's going to try to keep it. Instead, he's going to get sacked back at the 15-yard line. And my goodness, Central Heights looking like they're being held. West Franklin looking stout. Starting goal from the 15-yard line. And now, what do you do if you're here, if you're Central Heights? Question comes is if you got a field goal kicker, maybe you could try to kick one and just win it. But Central Heights hasn't attempted a field goal. They've been in the red zone before, so it seems unlikely. Jose Velez, he's got one back to his right, couple of receivers to his right. He's going to toss it to Carson Wood. Wood cuts it upfield. He's going to get up to about this 8-yard line. So Carson Wood gets it up to about the 8-yard line. Can they get it in here?
4th and goal from about the 7-yard line.
4th and goal from the 7. Can Central Heights in the game here complete the comeback at home? Everyone holding their breath. They're going to go for the field goal, try to win it instead, as it's Jose Velez to attempt the kick. The snap. Kick is up, and this one, no good! And we're going to a second overtime. And once again, the second field goal attempt, this one doesn't go in. West Franklin's now going to get a chance to try and win it. Central Heights. It looked good from up in the booth, but had plenty of distance, just ended up wide left, just like the previous one that West Franklin tried to do in regulation to win it. And would you believe it? It's been a wild day here at Central Heights High School. So Central Heights just held West Franklin in the first overtime on their 4 downs that they had to try to get from the 10-yard line. But West Franklin wasn't able to get in the end zone. And then Central Heights, they got it up to about the 8-yard line, tried to kick a field goal. They were unable to get it there, though. And man, oh man, what a day for the first home opener at Central Heights in double overtime here at home. Central Heights again, they're going to be on defense first. West Franklin, 4 plays, see if they can get in the end zone. McCullough under center. Vikings. Let's see what they can do here. McCullough's got two backs, one behind and one to his right. He'll take the snap. And he's going to take it himself. And he's going to gain a few yards up to about the 8-yard line. Maybe about the 7. So it'll end up being second and goal from the 7-yard line. My goodness. Now McCullough, two backs. He's going to hand it off to Boley. Boley is going to punch it into the end zone. Touchdown, West Franklin. So now they've got the lead, but there's going to be a chance for Central Heights to see if they can tie it up. So West Franklin gets into the end zone. But Central Heights will get a chance. Real quick, West Franklin's going to attempt the point after. They're going for 2. They lead 14-8 in overtime. McCullough takes the snap. And he's going to pass, and it's completed in the end zone. West Franklin now ahead 16-8. So Central Heights, they must score if they want to keep this game going, and they've got to convert a 2-point conversion. So West Franklin 2 for 2 on 2-point conversions today. The lead is 16-8 in overtime. Central Heights. The pressure is on. And out comes the Vikings. Jose Velez is under center. Velez has got Carson Wood to his left, takes the snap. He's going to hand it to Wood. Wood's going to break a tackle, get from forward. He gets a good little gain there. He gets 4 yards. It's going to be second and goal from the 6-yard line for the Vikings. Same situation that West Franklin just had, and then they punched it in. Let's see if Central Heights can copy that. Velez. This time he's got Wood off to his left. A receiver out to his left and his right. Velez takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Wood, and Wood is going to find his way into the end zone. And much like that, Central Heights gets to the end zone, and now they're going to attempt a 2-point conversion to see if they can tie the game and force triple overtime. Oh, my goodness. So in the first overtime, neither team scored. Central Heights tried to win it with a field goal that they missed. And now Central Heights is in the end zone after West Franklin scored a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Central Heights has to complete the 2-point conversion if they want to force the third overtime. They had this moment just a moment ago in regulation after they scored the touchdown with a minute left and had to get a 2-point conversion to tie the game to even send it in overtime at all, and they were successful. Velez takes the snap. He's going to do it himself, and he's back in the end zone. We're going to triple overtime. Central Heights, just when it seems grim, they say no thank you. Central Heights, the fans going nuts now. And man, oh man, it has been a battle here today. So West Franklin's going to get the ball back once again in triple overtime. 4 plays from to get in the end zone. They did it on their last one, the first one, unsuccessful. And you got to wonder how many overtimes is they're going to end up. We're on the third one right now. And Central Heights fans just still going crazy. Vikings now getting ready to go out there for defense. West Franklin having a long conversation in the huddle to see what they're going to do. And this game has really turned out to be a fantastic game after 0-0 score at the half. McCullough got two backs to his right. He's going to take the snap. He's going to hold it himself, and he's going to go. He stiffs arm a defender, and now he's going to get up to the end zone. Did he get in? He hits the pylon. They're going to say he's a yard short, though. So McCullough gains 9 on first down. First and goal inside of the 1. Would you believe it? At this point, anything seems possible. Central Heights trying to see if they can hold West Franklin at the 1. It's going to be second and just a yard to go as it's second and goal. Falcons take the snap. They're just going to charge up the middle, and it's going to be good for a touchdown. West Franklin now back in the lead in triple overtime. Man, oh man. So now the question becomes, can you get the 2-point conversion, and then can you hold off Central Heights? Central Heights has just not gone away the rest of this day, but West Franklin here looking dominant on offense. They've been 2 for 2 on the day for 2-point conversions. And you'd imagine that they'd go for it again. Vikings waiting, but there's going to be a timeout. So we're going to take a quick break here. You're listening to the KOFO Game of the Week on KOFO.com.
Elder abuse, neglect, and exploitation comes in many forms. Elder abuse is taking money or valuable items, pushing, shoving, or leaving bruises. It's leaving the elderly unattended or without food when they cannot care for themselves. If you know or suspect an elderly person is being abused physically, emotionally, sexually, or financially, call the Kansas Adult Protective Services hotline at 1-800-922-5330. Elder Kansans deserve honor and respect, not abuse. Remember, elder abuse is a crime. Sponsored by the Kansas Department for Aging and Disability Services and aired in cooperation with the station.
From Central Heights High School, we welcome the people from 1220 and 103.7 FM that were listening to the Ottawa High School football game. Currently on the KOFO Game of the Week, West Franklin and Central Heights are in triple overtime. West Franklin just scored a touchdown in triple overtime, as the rules are you get 4 downs from the 10 to try to score. If you score, the other team gets a chance to redeem themselves and do the exact same thing. West Franklin just got a touchdown. They're going to attempt a 2-point conversion here. And then Central Heights is going to get the ball back to see what they can do. McCullough takes the snap. He's going to charge towards the end zone. Did he get in? He's good for the 2-point conversion. And now, Central Heights, can they survive? Just a moment ago, they were in the exact same position, and they did it. Can they do it once again? So the ball is going to be switched. And Central Heights now will have the ball at the 10-yard line with 4 downs to see if they can get into the end zone and tie this game and force quadruple overtime. So here come the Vikings, led by their quarterback, Jose Velez. The Vikings have been stellar in this fourth quarter and in overtime. We'll see what they can do here. Velez takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Wood. Wood breaks a tackle. He's going to get wrapped up, though, directly after that. It looks like he only gained about a half a yard there. So a good little first down stop for West Franklin.
No gain on the play will bring up second and goal.
Second and goal from the 10-yard line. There was not much there for Carson Wood. He made one nice move, but then another Falcon flew through that O-line and made the tackle. Velez, he's got Wood next to him. He's going to pass. He's looking for the end zone, and it's going to be dropped. He had a receiver in the end zone. Couldn't complete it, though, so it's going to be 3rd and 10. Can the Vikings find the end zone and keep this game alive? And this one was there for the taking. It was just dropped, though, in the middle of the end zone. It looked like the Vikings might stay alive there on that last play, but unfortunately the pass was just not able to be hauled in. Here goes Velez. He's got Wood off to his left. Velez takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. It's going to be fumbled. And now the ball's going to go back this way. He's picked up by Velez. Velez is going to get smashed back at the 25-yard line. And life is in West Franklin. It's going to be 4th down. And they've got to complete a 25-yard pass here or run. Wow. Triple overtime. 4th and goal from the 25-yard line after a botched handoff here. They tried a little bit of misdirection, looking like they were going to go to Wood. Instead, Velez was going to hand it off to Bryson Velez. And things did not work out as planned. Luckily, Central Heights did recover the ball, but it ended up being 15 yards back from where they were. Jose Velez trying to see if he can do it. He's thrown to the end zone, and there's nobody there. The game's over. West Franklin wins it in triple overtime, 24-16. That's your final score. And Central Heights, man, they looked like they had it. And then just after a botched snap, they had to go for it on 4th and 25. And West Franklin takes it home after a long night here at Central Heights High School. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to the Wild KOFO Game of the Week on 1220 and 103.7 FM and KOFO.com.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting. A teenager. Learning the lingo.
Today I'm going to help parents translate teen slang. Now, when a teen says something is on fleek, it's exactly like saying, that's rad. It simply means that something is awesome or cool. Another one is totes. It's exactly like saying, totally, just shorter. As in, I totes love going to the mall with Becca. Another word you might hear is jelly. Jelly is a shorter, better way to say jealous. As in, Chloe, I am like so jelly of your unicorn phone case.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will think you're, rad, just the same. To learn more, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Food insecurity is a year-round issue for many families. The Ottawa community has set up several blessing boxes around town to receive your donations of food, cold weather accessories, hygiene products, and other much-needed items that will make the lives of our underserved neighbors a little easier. Please consider making regular monthly donations to the boxes or bring items to ECAN and Hope House for distribution. When we all help, we all benefit.
This message brought to you as a public service from your friends at KOFO. Have you ever thought about why listening to the radio is better for you than spending all your time staring at your phone? We are hands-free, so in the car, you can keep your eyes on the road, where they should be. We don't need your personal information, so you don't have to worry about spam from us. And all you have to do is listen, not waste your time scrolling through an endless sea of recipes, memes, and cat videos. Radio, the original social media, and your source for information and entertainment at 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Welcome back to Central Heights High School after one of the most wild games that you'll ever see. Final score here for the KOFO Game of the Week was West Franklin over Central Heights, 24-16 after triple overtime. In the fourth quarter, West Franklin would take the lead early as they punched in an 8-yard touchdown, but then late it would be Velez and the Vikings who would end up plunging one in with only a minute left to go in the fourth quarter, and then Velez would convert the 2-point conversion to tie it up at 8 apiece. After that, still just a wild stuff left in the game in the fourth quarter. You wouldn't think there was a whole lot of action left with only 56 seconds, but West Franklin would throw an interception pretty quickly way downfield, and then shortly after, Central Heights gave the football right back after Jose Velez tossed an interception that ended up giving West Franklin the ball at the Central Heights 30-yard line. Then after that, West Franklin drove the ball only about 15 more yards and then tried to kick a field goal that ended up being wide left and forcing overtime with the miss. In overtime, Central Heights would win the coin toss and divert, and West Franklin would start with the football where Central Heights would hold them on downs, and then Central Heights got their chance with 4 downs at the 10, and they would get it down to about the 7 where they tried to kick a field goal and win the game in overtime, but this one would also go wide left, and then here in overtime. West Franklin plunged in the touchdown, and then a little short pass from McCullough would convert a 2-point conversion, and just when it seemed like all hope was lost, Central Heights came right back and plunged in a touchdown of their own, and Jose Velez went up the middle for the 2-point conversion and tied things up. In triple overtime, though, West Franklin would punch in a touchdown and then hold Central Heights after on third down. Central Heights had a botched snap that ended up making it 4th and 25. And all hope was lost after that, and Central Heights goes home with a loss, or ends up opening their home opener with a loss to West Franklin High School, 24-16. We thank you so much for listening. We thank you, Gary Bateman, for taking care of me, and this is Chris Hansen saying so long from West Franklin High School.
We hope you enjoyed our Game of the Week football broadcast on KOFO.com. Brought to you by Quality Structures, CarStar, Kansas State Bank, Ottawa Chiropractic, and by Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, Advent Health Ottawa, Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, Ottawa University, also by Dingle & Son Mortuary, Arvest Bank, Sutton's Jewelry, All Seasons Air Conditioning and Heating, Beanie's Body Shop and Repair, and Grub & Chug. For more information about all of our sports broadcasts, visit the KOFO sports page at KOFO.com and listen Monday through Saturday for the KOFO sports calendar. This has been an exclusive presentation from your sports source for East Central Kansas, KOFO.